Once upon a time in the bustling city of Elysium Heights, where skyscrapers pierced the clouds and the hum of daily life echoed through the streets, there lived a diverse group of individuals who, unbeknownst to them at first, shared a profound secret. They weren't ordinary people. They were what ancient mystics called luminary souls, beings attuned to a higher vibration, selected by the cosmos to ignite change, foster empathy, and propel the world toward a brighter era. These luminary souls operated on an elevated plane, their essences pulsing with untapped potential, boundless kindness, and timeless insight. In this tale, we'll journey through the lives of 7 such souls: Elara the artist, Thorn the healer, Mira the wanderer, Kai the inventor, Leora the teacher, Ronan the guardian, and Selena the visionary, as we uncover the 7 unmistakable markers that set them apart. But before we dive deeper into their stories, imagine yourself among them. Perhaps these tales will awaken something within you. Let's embark on this extended exploration, weaving through their experiences to reveal the truths of their extraordinary existences. First, consider Elara, the visionary painter whose life was a canvas of serendipitous wonders. Elara attracted synchronicities like a lighthouse draws ships in the fog. These weren't mere flukes. They were orchestrated symphonies of fate, defying the mundane laws of chance. Picture this. One crisp autumn morning, Elara glanced at her antique pocket watch and noticed the hands frozen at 3:33, not once, but 3 times that day on her watch, a billboard clock, and even the timestamp on a forgotten email. Or recall the time she reminisced about her long-lost childhood friend from a distant village, only for that very friend to appear at her gallery opening the following evening, bearing a rare pigment that perfectly completed her latest masterpiece. For luminary souls like Elara, existence unfolded as an intricate mosaic, each piece falling into place with divine precision. These alignments served as celestial signposts, affirming her alignment with a grander design. She found herself serendipitously at art auctions where forgotten treasures awaited her bid, or crossing paths with mentors who unlocked new techniques that revolutionized her work. These moments weren't accidents. They were the universe's gentle nudges, reminding Elara that her artistic path was a deliberate odyssey of creation and revelation, inspiring her to paint murals that stirred souls and sparked movements in her community. Next, we turn to Thorn, the empathetic herbalist who dwelled in the quieter outskirts of the city, where he tended to a lush garden of healing plants. Thorn felt the energy of others with an intensity that bordered on the supernatural, absorbing vibrations like a sponge in a stormy sea. This wasn't superficial empathy. It was a deep, resonant bond with the invisible currents that flowed between beings. Imagine Thorn entering a crowded marketplace. He could sense the jubilant buzz of a young couple's newfound love, or the heavy shroud of sorrow enveloping an elderly vendor who'd lost a loved one. This attunement allowed him to brew potions not just from herbs, but tailored to the emotional auras he detected, calming teas for the anxious, invigorating elixirs for the weary. Yet this gift came with its burdens. Noisy festivals left him exhausted, as if he'd carried the weight of 100 unspoken stories. In contrast, gatherings of like-minded friends amplified his vitality, turning him into a radiant source of tranquility. Thorn's sensitivity fostered profound connections. He could offer solace to strangers without a word, simply by sharing a knowing glance or a handmade remedy. To safeguard his essence, He retreated to his garden sanctuary, meditating under the stars to recharge, ensuring his light continued to heal the fractures in others' spirits. Through Thorne's lens, we see how luminary souls navigate the energetic tapestry of humanity, transforming empathy into a force for communal harmony. Now let's follow Mira, the nomadic storyteller who roamed the winding paths beyond Elysium Heights, her backpack filled with journals of forgotten lore. Mira experienced profound spiritual insights that descended upon her like whispers from the ether, illuminating the shadows of existence. These weren't fleeting ideas. They were epiphanies that reshaped her worldview, arriving unbidden during solitary hikes or amid the rustle of ancient forests. Envision Mira pausing by a crystalline stream where suddenly the interconnectedness of all life unveiled itself. She understood how a single fallen leaf could symbolize the cycles of rebirth, linking her tales to universal truths. Or during a midnight vigil under a full moon, insights flooded her. The hidden patterns in human struggles, the cosmic threads binding past lives to present destinies, or the spiritual essence underlying everyday chaos. These revelations propelled her to action. She wove them into stories shared around campfires, awakening listeners to their own latent potentials. For Mira, these downloads were cosmic gifts, not to be hoarded but disseminated, sparking chains of enlightenment. Her journeys took her to sacred sites where visions intensified, temples revealing karmic lessons, mountains echoing ancestral wisdom. Through Mira's profound clarity, luminary souls learned to embrace these illuminations as catalysts for personal evolution and collective awakening, turning introspection into a beacon for the wandering hearts of the world. Shifting our gaze to Kai, the innovative tinkerer whose workshop buzzed with gadgets and blueprints in the heart of the city's industrial district. Kai struggled with traditional systems, finding their rigid frameworks as confining as a birdcage to a soaring eagle. This wasn't mere defiance. It was a soul-deep yearning for innovation unbound by convention. From his school days, Kai chafed against rote learning, doodling revolutionary designs in the margins of textbooks while teachers droned on about outdated curricula. In the corporate world, he balked at hierarchical drudgery, where creativity was stifled by bureaucracy and profit margins overshadowed ingenuity. Society's superficial demands, endless consumerism, cutthroat competition, and enforced uniformity left him disillusioned, for he perceived their hollowness, prioritizing fleeting gains over enduring impact. Instead, Kai forged his own trail, building solar-powered devices that empowered remote villages, or inventing eco-friendly tools that challenged polluting industries. His resistance sparked debates in forums, questioning norms and inspiring peers to rethink their paths. This struggle tested his resolve, but it affirmed his higher consciousness, a call to dismantle obsolete structures and foster systems rooted in collaboration, sustainability, and authentic expression. Kai's story illustrates how luminary souls thrive by rebelling against the status quo, paving ways for a more equitable and imaginative future. Venturing into the verdant wilds surrounding Elysium Heights, we encounter Leora, the wise educator who communed with the earth's rhythms in her secluded grove. Leora felt a deep connection to nature, viewing it not as mere scenery, but as a living, breathing extension of her being, a haven of restoration and reflection. This bond transcended the visual. It was a spiritual dialogue with the natural world, Picture Leora wandering through ancient woodlands where the whisper of leaves revealed secrets of resilience, or by roaring oceans where waves mirrored the ebb and flow of emotions. The lunar phases guided her teachings, the seasonal shifts inspired her lessons on impermanence, and the steadfast mountains taught her about unyielding strength. In nature's embrace, she found solace from urban clamor, her energy revitalized by the pure vibrations of flora and fauna. This affinity instilled a duty. Leora organized community cleanups, planted healing gardens, and educated children on ecological harmony, recognizing that humanity's fate intertwined with the planet's health. Her connection deepened her purpose, revealing her role in preserving the web of life. Through Leora's experiences, luminary souls discover nature as a mirror to their souls, a source of wisdom that nurtures growth and underscores the sacred unity of all existence. Deep in the city's underbelly, where shadows danced with hidden lights, resided Ronan, the steadfast protector whose instincts guided him like an internal compass. Ronan harbored a strong inner calling, a resonant urge that echoed from his core, insisting he was destined for monumental impact. This wasn't a whimsical fancy. It was a relentless drive that persisted through doubt and diversion. From boyhood, Ronan sensed an invisible thread pulling him toward guardianship, rescuing stray animals, mediating neighborhood disputes, or volunteering in crises. Yet clarity eluded him at times. Foggy periods of frustration arose, questioning his direction amid life's noise. Still the calling endured, manifesting in quiet epiphanies, a dream urging him to start a shelter for the displaced, or a gut feeling leading him to thwart a brewing conflict. This purpose transcended ego. It was about catalyzing positive shifts, mending broken communities, shielding the vulnerable, and fostering unity. Trusting it demanded bravery, steering him from safe careers to uncharted territories of advocacy. Ronan's journey reminds luminary souls that this inner summons, though enigmatic, is a blueprint for transformative action, urging them to heed its whispers and manifest waves of benevolence. Finally, we meet Selena, the charismatic leader whose gatherings in Elysium Heights' Central Plaza drew crowds like moths to a flame. Selena's energy inspired others effortlessly, her aura a catalyst for elevation and renewal. This wasn't contrived allure. Its Central Plaza drew crowds like moths to a flame. Selena's energy inspired others effortlessly, her aura a catalyst for elevation and renewal. This wasn't contrived allure. It stemmed from her elevated frequency, resonating with the essence of truth and possibility. Without uttering a syllable, her presence lightened burdens. Friends emerged from conversations with her feeling invigorated. Strangers sought her counsel for the sanctuary she provided. People gravitated to Selena not for superficial reasons, but because her vibration awakened dormant potentials within them. She hosted workshops where attendees discovered hidden talents, or simply sat in parks where her calm demeanor diffused tensions and sparked hope. This influence created ripples. A disheartened artist reignited their passion after her encouragement. A community rallied for change under her subtle guidance. Selena's gift was a shared treasure, not a solitary burden. By embodying authenticity, she modeled luminosity, empowering others to embrace their brilliance. Her story encapsulates how luminary souls, through their mere being, ignite collective ascension, fostering environments where inspiration flourishes. If these tales of Alara, Thorn, Mira, Kai, Leora, Ronan, and Selena stir echoes in your own life. Perhaps you too are a luminary soul poised to embrace your cosmic role. The world craves your unique radiance, your insights, and your transformative power in these turbulent times. Remember, this path isn't solely for personal enlightenment. It's a collective voyage where your awakening kindles others. Each stride you take amplifies change, echoing through eternity. Do these markers resonate with your experiences? Reflect on your own synchronicities, sensitivities, and callings. Share your stories, and let's forge a tapestry of enlightened beings. This is the essence of cosmic harmony. Keep elevating your vibration, and watch as you illuminate the cosmos. Until our paths cross again, embrace your light and inspire the infinite.